The third motion is the Town of Burrillville's motion to reject the PUC advisory opinion. And we heard the arguments first made in the first motion, and then the town had a supplemental motion. So I wanted to make a few comments. This is the one where we have disagreement, and see what you think, and then I would be prepared to make a motion on that. So first, things have changed a lot in the last 3 years and in the last 2 years since we've had the advisory opinion from the PUC. And some of you were here in March of 2017 when I voted to approve asking the PUC to do a supplemental advisory opinion, and that got voted, that did not carry the day. But that was over 18 months ago when I was concerned that I wanted to hear whether things that had changed were relevant to the ultimate conclusion. So from my perspective, first, it's not untimely. Things have changed considerably. Second, I don't think it's inconsistent to take administrative notice of what's in there and then reject the conclusions, because I think that the factors on which the conclusions were based, some are the same and some have changed, but we'll never know whether the PUC at that time would have come out differently had they known the factors that have changed. And I think it's fair to all of the parties, including the applicant upon who has the burden to show cost, to show need, and to answer the questions regarding cost, that we actually make an independent conclusion on that. I know that by taking administrative notice, we have everything, all the arguments that were made and the evidence that was made, or the evidence that was presented. But for this board to make a sound decision on those key elements now, I believe we need to hear that evidence, consider what's changed, including the many factors that have changed, including quite recently. So I feel the right thing to do is to reject the PUC's advisory opinion. I'll note that you've all cited the provision of the Energy Facility Siting Act that says we can reject, approve, or modify an advisory opinion. So no one feels that we don't have the authority to reject an advisory opinion. Normally, we would do that in our final decision. But again, I'll just say, I want you all to know that I'm rejecting it as the conclusions now, because I feel that you need to present updated evidence to make that case. So that's my opinion, and I'd love to discuss it or hear what you have.
Maybe you should make a motion for discussion, and then you could second for discussion.
Oh. All right, I will move to approve the motion by the town to reject the advisory opinion of the PUC. Discussion.
I will second that motion for discussion. Thank you, Chairwoman. I appreciate the opportunity to speak on this. As was pointed out by at least two of the parties, in this initial part of the case, I was not present here. But having read through much of the file at this point, and having read the transcripts of the proceedings that have taken place that we have referenced today, I do feel that it is an accurate statement to say that the information that's in the advisory opinion of the PUC is stale at this point, and that we really do need to see some refreshed facts and have the opportunity to make a decision ultimately based on the best knowledge possible, which I don't believe is before us now in this opinion. So I would actually concur with the statements that you made and with your opinion that we should in fact approve the motion and reject the advisory opinion, and that we have the authority to do so based frankly only on the authorities and powers given to us as the Energy Facility Siting Board.
Well, then let's vote on that motion, and then I think I want to have a little bit of back and forth on how that affects our schedule. So I'm not always that. We moved it for discussion. Now I will just again make a motion to approve.
You could call for a vote.
Okay. So discussion. No further discussion, then a vote on my motion to approve the town's motion to reject the PUC advisory opinion. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.